Hey guys, it's B. Welcome to the second ever YouTubers vs Animals speed draw slash tutorial slash whatever this is. In this video, I'll be drawing Carrie Hope Fletcher or Carrie Hope Fetcher. Yes, all of these are going to be puns. No, I am not sorry. I decided on a spaniel for Carrie since I wanted to try and find a way to capture her beautiful, beautiful curly hair in a way that did some sort of justice. I was also thinking of drawing her as a bird because of Little One from On the Other Side. But then I finally settled on this instead. So here I am sketching out what will end up being the final drawing. I usually first doodle these designs in a sketchbook, and I find that my drawing style on paper is sometimes different to my digital drawing style. So you can see me struggling a little bit trying to figure out how exactly I want to draw this Carrie Spaniel character. I sketched out a couple of clothes designs earlier. I tried to put her in a dress, and then I decided that I like the t-shirt and pants better, just like sitting down. Now I'm starting to outline on a separate layer, of course. When you're drawing digitally, it's always a good idea to have certain things on separate layers, so it's easier to clean up the drawing later. So for those of you who don't know who the amazing, beautiful, and talented Miss Fletcher is, she's, well, amazing, beautiful, and extremely talented. Carrie is a musical theater actress with an amazing voice, and I mean amazing. I am so glad I finally got to hear her live at the Addams Family when it came to Singapore. She's also an author and has written 3 books so far, one being an advice book, while the other 2 are creative fiction, with 1 more book in the works right now at the time that I'm recording this. Carrie also makes YouTube videos and has for quite a long time, so if you haven't checked her out yet, you should. I really wanted to draw Carrie because she wrote the book that reminded me why I loved writing. Growing up, I read a lot, and being an author was something that both my mom and I really wanted to do. In high school / secondary school, English was one of my favorite classes because we got to write our own short stories, and I loved it. That is until the year I turned 17. Now, I just want to clarify that I know my teacher was just doing her job, and I'm sure that the guidelines she was giving were great for more logic-driven students who maybe struggled a bit with inventing wild stories from scratch, which I assume was a lot of the class. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. I don't hold what happened against her, but over the course of that year, as I struggled to keep up with her guidelines, I started to feel like everything I wrote was no longer good enough, and I lost my love for it. Over the past few years, I've been trying to get back into writing, but to no avail, until I picked up a little book called On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher on Audible, not Spawn, but I wish. One day, while I was listening to the book, something in my brain clicked. It was like one of those cartoons when a light bulb appears above a character's head. Listening to the book and realizing how invested I was in the characters, how connected I felt to their stories and struggles, I thought, this is why I love reading, and this is why I loved writing. And I know I've already said this, but Carrie, if you are watching this, thank you so much for writing the book that reminded me why I love to write. Right, now where was I? Yes, now I'm putting in the base colors, again on a separate layer, just figuring out what shades I want until I'm relatively happy with where it's at, adding some details to her headscarf slash headband thing. Yeah, just having some like nice plant designs, flowers, some purple, and some white flowers because she likes purple, and said the white would be like a nice extra thing. Go very well, yeah. And just adjusting the eyes a little bit and deciding, oh, the fur needs to be a bit lighter because Carrie's got really nice blonde hair. Yeah, and then, adjusting the shirt and giving her some pants, very important, or maybe they're leggings, I don't know. Playing around with the colors of her shirt since the blue wasn't really working for me anymore with the headscarf. And as I'm drawing this out, I'm like, oh, I should give her a hopeful shirt. Carrie has this image at the end of all her videos of a raised pinky with a heart, and it's the hopeful symbol slash sign. The hopefuls being her audience because she's Carrie Hope Fletcher. And then I put a little bit of a spin on it, drawing it more like a paw instead of a hand. Because this is YouTubers as animals after all. Yeah, just like adjusting. Always lots of adjusting. It's important to, like, when you draw something, to kind of be open to adjusting it. Because sometimes you start out with this idea and I want it to look exactly like this, but then you realize, actually, I don't like it anymore, and so you can change it, and it's fine if that's what happens. So next I'm going to start shading. Now, this is something that I'm still working on, disclaimer, in case you think the shading is horrible, and it probably is not the best, because, it's not something that is my strong point. It's something that I'm still working on improving. since it's something that I never really did much of when I first started drawing in high school. I used to just do flat colored drawings, and yeah, because I really liked those kind of cartoons that were flat colored, and I was like, oh, why do I need to learn how to shade? But it's something that I'm working on and I'm trying to learn how to do kind of more properly. And of course, you know, it helps to add dimension, especially with this really curly hair / ears, because, you know, they're ears, not hair. Yeah, and just making some adjustments and adding a bit of extra eyeliner to the drawing and thickening up her eyebrows a little bit. Okay, maybe a bit more. Yeah. At this point I realized that I forgot to add in her horseshoe necklace, which is something that I wanted to add in, and it's something that I sketched as part of my earlier design in my notebook. So I wanted to add it in as a color, and I decided, no, I don't really like that, and so I tried again as more like a necklace kind of thing, but as a color, and I was like, oh yeah, that's better. That's nice. Yeah, I like it. I like the necklace. Yes, okay, next, what are we doing? Oh yes, oh, I forgot to shade her clothes, so now I'm shading her clothes. I forgot to shade it. My excuse, I was working on a very big project and I was very tired, and I was drawing this while I was taking a break from all that, okay? I was drawing this last year, in between like working on my animation, which I uploaded earlier last year, and just like doing all the sculptures and working on another book, and yeah, there was just a lot going on, okay? I actually met Carrie while she was in Singapore last year. The cast of The Addams Family just so happened to be staying at the same hotel my relatives had just checked into. And I'll be uploading a video talking about that soon, hopefully. Yeah. She was really nice, and I saw her and Mr. Oliver Ormson, who played Lucas in The Addams Family, again a couple of days later at the cafe by the theater, because I had wanted to, you know, stop by and wish them well on their final show and then say goodbye, because, you know, they were going to leave back to the UK. I managed to show her some drawings I had done of her characters from All That She Can See, which is the other book of hers that I totally recommend, as well as the sketches for this drawing. And yes, she has seen the finished version of this one. I wanted to give her a printed copy as well, to get her to sign one for me, which is why I drew this first, because I was originally going to draw another YouTuber first, but, you know, since she was going to Singapore, I wanted to draw this first. And yeah, but I drew this first, and then I didn't have time to print it, so I didn't, you know, I wasn't able to get her to sign this, but I did get her to sign my copy on the other side as well. So, oh well, you know. Yeah, so I added a purple background with an interesting brush, and then, you know, writing in her name and her channel name and putting my signature in. Yeah, so that's the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and let me know if there are any YouTubers you'd like to see me draw. Yeah, just let me know. Put it in the comments. Like this video if you do like it. If you don't like it, then that's fine. See you later. Bye!